Okay, I think everything's working. Are we back? Yeah. All right. Every stream VOD that I have with my current internet situation, they all start with me being shocked that I'm back. It is awful. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting up with me. Okay, so Doritos, are you still there? I want to make sure if you're there that I get to say thank you to you again on this VOD. A call on the red courtesy phone. Wonder what legacy events is. It's okay. Well, thank you so much for the gift subs. You subbed up 5 people on the stream tonight to start us off. And it's... Now, the VOD for that is not gone forever. I unpublished it on Twitch, and I plan to download it and keep it so that I can Frankenstein's monster that moment onto this stream. Because I feel really bad that the technology was like, no, you are not including that moment. Oh man, something in the air makes me feel... The weather here in Florida is ridiculous because it's so hot, and then it gets cold because the air conditioning turns on, and then the weather's like, oh, okay, well, we'll just go down 12 degrees right now too. And then it's cold, but then it gets hot. I'm totally dressed like it's the summer. It's fine. What is going on? We're already at 7 people watching the stream. The multi-stream. Wow. Everybody on Twitch, everyone on YouTube, and everyone on Facebook, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna get out of Ul'dah tonight. Taking the airship. And we're gonna get that started right now. I need to adjust my chair though. The cushion I have is really uncomfortable right now.
15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worlds, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
That's a long black screen.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Nero killed his own guy. I guess we're at Limsa first. Awesome. He's mean. Just super awful. So their ships, their airships look really unique. There's something else. Okay, that's not the direction. Maybe this is the direction? Oh, here we go. And that was just the starting cutscene to get us to a new city. Thanks everyone for observing the cutscene and letting me just watch it myself. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I made the first time playing the game. Is I didn't pay attention during cutscenes. Sometimes I even skipped them, and I feel like Final Fantasy XIV is such a amazing video game world. There's a lot of work I could do if I understood all the lore and all the world and things like that. So that's one thing I'm trying to accomplish with this playthrough.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This... I bid you welcome. I am Merlwyb, Admiral of Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
I accidentally skipped over that dialogue. We'll never know what Merlwyb was saying. It's so small and it's so fast. That's okay. So Limsa is rebuilding because of the primals. That's the Cliff Notes version. This game lacks programming for characters' hands picking things up and interacting with them. There's always visual blocking, and that is so funny to me. Imagine being able to pick something up. Oh, I was talking with some other streamers about the ad situation on Twitch, and it seems like 3 minutes is the standard right now, 3 minutes per every hour of streaming. And it's just really weird because the other channels that are multi-streaming this stream don't have that heavy kind of requirement. So, you know, they just recommended that I point that out to everyone. But if you are subscribed to the channel, then you don't have to watch the Twitch ads. So that's like the best of both worlds. I highly recommend subscribing to the Twitch channel. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wait, we're in a new city. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? More jobs. So how many jobs do I have presently? I have 3. Disciple of War, Disciple of Magic. We're gonna get more. I know Arcanist is here. Oh, you know what? I need to go back and get the Aetheryte crystal. Sprint! Save me precious seconds. I remember when I was young and I used to run down long hallways like that. Now it takes me like 3 minutes just to get comfortable in my chair so I can stream. Wait, there's nothing that way. Nothing. You know, let's just look at Lominsa. It's such a cool looking city. Just the idea of looking at these rocks and saying, I think we can build a zigzagging pathway to get us up there. I think we can put a castle there that goes from the top level to the bottom level. I think we can put bridges all around here. It is such a cool city. Why do I keep going the wrong direction, though? What is wrong with me? Imagine being able to start a stream and not having a hiccup stream where your settings are wrong. Every time. Oh, I already got this one. Kyokyo Rune. I finished the mission. Bane Singh, what do we got? Oh, This is where the Arcanist Guild is. Join the Arcanist Guild. I'm polite. I don't run through the NPCs. I walk around them. Okay, so big video game news on everybody's mind. What do we think about GTA 6? I will wait to see if that draws any of you into the chat. I am prepared to reason. Okay, so now we're gonna set up for us to be wonderful arcanists. And we're gonna hit plus on that. There we go. I couldn't remember how to do it. There we go. Oh. I got my moves set up, moved it around. So now Ruin is going to be R2 square. Thubergeim is her name. Back there. And I can pick up Fisher. That's going to be a disciple of the land. Sweet Nick's rosy cheeks. So what we just did is all of the work we did in the first 3 streams in Ul'dah, and it's kind of like starting brand new for the next 2 cities. But we're just picking up the quests. Disciple of War or Magic level 60. That's for the dancer. Cannot do that yet. And that is for the sage. Hey, Shara, I got a mod question for you. Whenever you get a second. Okay, you're back. Can you tell me, in your honest opinion, how is... Oh, okay. Where do pirates buy their hooks? I don't know where they buy their hooks. The secondhand store. All right. Bravo. How's the stream quality look to you? Because I'm getting some notifications. I meant in terms of bit rate and things like that. Okay. All right, I just tweaked 2 things on my screen to hopefully fix it. Okay. Man, it's such a bummer when you have to worry about the stream happening and you can't just focus on the stream. Oh, culinarian is one of my favorite jobs. I like it. Picking up all the culinary stuff. I will one day be Master Chef. Hey, level up! Oh my gosh, so many Discord things. Yes, I am set to stream in 720 and 30. Let me confirm that. Output 720, 30 frames per second. Bitrate 3000. Yeah, kind of as low as I can go. Now I can summon pets. Okay. And now I have a carbuncle. Oh wait, what is this challenge? So many missions, so little time. So I have a fun update to share about content coming from the Dr. Gameology YouTube channel. I am currently in the middle of working on a script and video that's going to talk about 5 self-esteem tips we can learn from role-playing games. Specifically video games, because, you know, that's my thing. But if you're creative enough, you could watch the video thinking about TTRPGs as well. Let's see if there's anything I can shut down. Let's see if that improves anything. More missions. Oh, the Marauders Guild. Another tank class. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So last week, my video was about the power of friendship being one of the biggest takeaways from the Kingdom Hearts franchise. And I posted on all my social medias when the video was ready, including LinkedIn. And one of my followers and connections on LinkedIn is a game developer type person. That's his work. He works in different game companies and helps create assets, organize projects, heading up the creative side of making the video games. And he's been connected to me for at least over a year. Yeah, another level up. And so he saw that I made this video about Kingdom Hearts and volunteered the information to me that he was the head of creative for several Kingdom Hearts games. So I was curious if I got something right in the video, because I talked with my son and wife about this a lot before I finished editing and deciding if I was going to re-record one specific section where I was talking about archetypes and the main character, Sora. And he said he would watch it over the weekend. And then, without telling me, just the next day, he posted this really nice message about how he worked on several Kingdom Hearts games, what those games mean to him, and that Dr. Daniel Kaufman created a very insightful and well done video that explains the importance of friendship in the franchise of Kingdom Hearts. And so I was blown away when I read that. I just couldn't put into words for the longest time of that whole afternoon, even the next day, how I felt. It was just such a cool moment. You know, what do you do? A person who is in charge of a franchise watched my video analyzing the franchise, said I was absolutely right, and said that there were several conversations before some of those games came out where those kinds of ideas are why scenes with Sora in them would go a certain way, and it was very well done video. Yeah, it was so cool. Those kinds of moments, you can't even aim for them to happen. You just have to do what you're doing. It's a little bit of luck, but it's also just... I was not sure if that's the right video for me to be making all last week. I just really wanted to create it because I felt like this is something that I know is true about this game. And even if no one's typing into YouTube for Kingdom Hearts analysis this week, I just want this on my channel. So I did it. And I think I learned a lot about how to decide what to do. I suspect, though, that just from the technical side, Shara, I should have realized it would have been a smart idea for me to completely do a restart of my PC before going live. Hey, Doritos! Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the gift subs. That was so nice. I know I already said that, but that was technically part of a different stream, so I'm thanking you again right now. Yeah, I know it's fine. I just am getting annoyed by the little red box that keeps popping up in Streamlabs. I don't need that in my life. So the next video I'm working on is basically 5 tips for self-esteem that come from role-playing games. And I was thinking to myself, there's 2 ways I was thinking about making this video. The first way is every tip I will highlight a different role-playing game. The other way is actually, yeah, level up. The other way is to have it redo the script a little bit and have this be my first Baldur's Gate 3 video. 5 tips for self-esteem that come from Baldur's Gate 3. And so the rationale there is that game might win Game of the Year this week. So it would be a smart thing for me to have some content about that game. How do I get to the lower decks? No, I don't need to go to the lower decks yet. Excuse me. I need to find that aetheryte crystal. You can't jump. It won't let you switch. It won't let you switch maps that way. It's a different zone. Oh, I need to fix my bars for warrior. No, marauder. Join the Blacksmith's Guild. How do I exit? There we go. It's a feature you've requested. Yeah, it would be. It would make... So that is a big difference between Star Wars The Old Republic and Final Fantasy XIV that I've always noticed is in SWTOR, there's a lot more opportunity to get places by falling. Final Fantasy XIV really doesn't let you do that very often. And I think it's because there's no stealth classes. There's no emphasis on finding crafty ways to travel the environment. It's just the same regular feet on walking path kind of way of doing it. Oh, it worked the opposite way for you, Shara. So I walked off so many ledges in that game because I didn't know there were no invisible fences. Oh, are you talking about SWTOR? Yeah, there are no invisible fences in SWTOR. You're just supposed to understand gravity. A name fit for a hero? Bet you say that to everyone. Blacksmith unlocked. Okay, let me look at the next aetheryte crystal I find. Because we gotta figure out how I'm doing on this map. I have to find the Fisherman's Guild and the Aft Castle. Oh. Wait, I'm at the Aft Castle. The only one I missed is the Fisherman's Guild. There's a mission this way that I didn't pick up. Because we're picking up all the missions. Hey, be nice. Some of my best video game memories that I've ever gotten came into my life because of Star Wars The Old Republic. Now I have to be disappointed? There we go. Maybe Broadsword will fix it. So what do you think about the GTA 6 trailer? Any interest? See, there you go. Thank you, Doritos. Shara was being negative. Religiously obey the traffic laws in Florida? Boom. Level up again. I'm a level 3 marauder that's never hit anything with an axe. Have I met you? Hey, just because I've met someone doesn't mean I can't believe in their better potential. So, Doritos, 95,000 Doritos. What you just said is that BioWare was deliberately trying not to make content. That they just made up their mind, that they're stuck with things being the way they are, and that it really took a change of leadership, a change of organizational umbrella to give them the opportunity to focus on content instead of maintenance. And I want to just add, as a person who's not playing the game, I saw a stream recently, under 2 weeks ago, and the quality of life for the menus and the equipment screen and all the little things that go around the game look better. It really looked like they've done a good job of keeping the game feeling like a current video game as best as you can for a game that came out in 2011. Am I prepared to fish like I've never fished before? Thank you for sharing the positivity about that game. People don't purposefully just go out and do a bad job with their business. But here's the thing. I don't feel right now like for me it's the right time to come back and play the game. I know nobody asked that, but I don't want people to misconstrue me defending Broadsword and SWTOR as me, switching games. I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy XIV for a long time. Oh wait, Danny, hi! Oh my gosh, the dark green color in my chat for your name, it blended in. So we got a teal color for Shara, we got the lime green for Doritos, and we have the forest green for you. Why are all the name colors green? The Rogues Guild. Hey, that's fine. It's just sometimes I miss a name because my eyes are not seeing right. Why is it this way? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I wish Doritos. So here's the situation I'm in. I really am not getting to play very many video game moments besides what I stream. You were, yes. So Doritos 95,000 at the very start of the stream dropped 5 gift subs. And since you were here on the Sunday stream, your username was in line to get that gift bonus. So you don't have to deal with ads for a month, Danny. A whole month. But I will tell everybody this. And please, if Twitch is where you prefer to watch streams, I love you guys for watching me on Twitch. But one of the reasons that I'm pursuing YouTube and trying to get the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours this year is I really would love for most of the money that comes to me as a streamer to come from the ads on my channel so that my viewers don't have to worry about paying out of pocket for subs. Unless you want to do Patreon or something else that gives you extra to go behind the scenes, go beyond the stream. That's different. So, you know, one of the things that does help is, you know, make sure if you are following on Twitch, make sure you also subscribe on YouTube, which is free. It's just like following a channel. And then, you know, if you're ever doing busy work or something and you want to help me with the public watch hours, just pick one of my past streams, turn it on, let it play in the background of your life. You don't even have to look at it. Just let YouTube know that you think my streams and my video game analysis and discussions are where it's at. Also, someday I'm gonna put more episodes of the Gaming Persona podcast on there too. Someday. I really gotta make that someday now. So many things that I could be working on at all times. What's going on in the game? I have taken the airship to Limsa, and I am picking up all the quests, all the jobs, all the crafting, all the gathering, all the combat in Limsa. And soon I'm going to be going out into the wilderness. Let me pull up my journal here. The Ul'Dan Envoy is the mission I'm on right now. And then if I'm in Thaumaturge, I still need to be level 25 in order to get that. Oh, going crazy from boredom because of the crafting. I really like crafting for the jobs that give me things that I actually want to use. as a character. So, you know, things like having food, so you have the constant additional stat increases. I really like that. Also weaving, so you can create your own outfits. Anything that's not armor based. I really like that a lot. All right, get something good to eat. Absolutely, you gotta take care of you. There's so many missions now. Oh, I gotta oil the lamps. Now, not only do I get to do postal service work, I can do maintenance as well. This is why I wanted to be the Warrior of Light. Get it? Light. I'm not even ashamed. I get a cool hat. Cool hate. Oh no. What a typo. I don't know. Some of our public figure role models kind of, their whole thing is trying to make hate look cool and then denying that it's hate. And then explaining to us how dumb we are for misconstruing their ideas as hateful. But meanwhile, I'm here being like, video games' hidden power is friendship. Well, it really is. I didn't make that up. What do you mean it doesn't work? What did I say that would get me in trouble? Those subversive thoughts will get you in trouble. You're confusing me. You're dramatically confusing me. Oh, happy... I'm supposed to spread positivity in the world. Oh, I see. You were being sarcastic with me, but my sarcasm canceled out your sarcasm and resulted in a message that was nonsensical. All right, there's an ad break in progress, so we get to talk bad about everyone who's not subscribed, right? First time stepping into Middle Lenosha. I'm gonna get to do battle-y things. Oh. I do not need names on top of my pets. So when targeted, I want them. When targeted, I want them. Sweet, that's what I want. All right, let's go, Carbuncle. The Cool Kids Club! Yeah, you get to hear all the inside scoop about what we think about the newbies that are watching. Oh, no. Best behavior now. Welcome back. You can tell that's not what we really do because I managed the time during that so poorly. Level 5. So here's a cool thing. I'm numbering the streams, right? You've noticed that. This is episode 4 of the stream Reborn. What number do you think we'll be at when I finish A Realm Reborn? Gotta find more ladybugs. But you know what? These guys are red. That means I need to take them out as a marauder too. Very cool. I have never played as a marauder. I've never seen this animation. Or maybe I have. Might have been one afternoon where I played marauder. So weird calling this class marauder because it's a single weapon tank class. For me, marauder is double weapon DPS class. In my head. Okay, I got the ladybugs. But don't I need one more ladybug as an arcanist? I do, yeah. Let's switch. Warrior's the best tank. You never played as a tank or a healer. You know, one thing that I would say about that is if you play a low-level thing, no matter how badly you play, just using your moves, you're gonna do fine. And there's a lot of things that go on in this game. Yeah, level up, level 6. There's a lot of things in this game where one weak healer or one weak tank can still be overcome if the healer's good enough or if the tank is good enough. So if you have a weak tank but the healer is great, you can still make it. Or if the healer's weak but the tank is great, in a lot of the content, you still can make it. I mean, I'm not talking about savage raiding. I'm talking about regular content. I need to move that. Oh, that's so far away. That's not what I want at all. Okay, maybe that's what I'm gonna have to settle for. Yeah, okay, weak healers are easier to work around because a decent tank can solo the boss. You just called yourself a weak healer. I doubt that you're that weak. So what am I trying to do here? Going off to do some more battling with my axe. Press 1 and hope for the best. Yeah, you should look at the screen. Oh, this is such a conversation. Oh, I leveled up. I could go over to Summerford Farms and get that crystal. In fact, I think that is a good idea. Just make a macro Holy Medica 2. That sounds like cheating or a lot of work. You could just play the game well. Play the game well. Is it a crime if you don't know what macros are and don't? No, it's not a crime. On Black Mage, I only used one macro, and it was for Ether Skate, or whatever you actually call it. Because that move does not work right the way that it's packaged. You have to use your brains to make it actually work. Okay, what am I doing here? I have to destroy these goblin fishermen. Fishers. Okay, so that finished that mission. Just picked off 2 guys who were just hanging out with their friends. That doesn't seem nice. I'm gonna level up here too. Yeah, level 7. Hey, I leveled up again! And now I have a tanky move. That's good. Okay, so I need to move that to there, I think. And then... I kind of like that setup. Here's another bee cloud. I have used the keyboard and mouse for over 3 years. And I'm using a controller right now. I started using a controller earlier this year for some content because I started playing this game on my Steam Deck, which is an amazing way to play this game, by the way. And I think they're both fantastic. I think it's so cool playing an MMORPG with a controller. I mean, how cool is that? Because my first MMORPG was Star Wars The Old Republic, and I know World of Warcraft. I played that a little bit, maybe 5 hours or so of my life. Lord of the Rings Online I've played, Elder Scrolls Online I played also for like 5 to 10 hours of my life. I can't imagine playing those games with a controller, but this one, it just works. The was it crossbar? Such a cool implementation. I know people that have played SWTOR on their Steam Deck as well, so I know it's possible. I'm just saying for me, I can't wrap my head around how that would work, because I used to play Sith Sorcerer was my main class. There's so many moves, I just don't know how, unless they do the same thing with the crossbar. It just occurred to me that I'm playing level 1 kind of starting class missions, and I could be working on things that make my thaumaturge stronger. So I'm kind of delaying my progress here a little bit. And I'm really surprised that I'm championing Marauder instead of Arcanist. But I think I'm not going to change unless I start seeing Marauders separate away and get a very high level. Where are the healing classes at? I need to get to the part of the game where you can run dungeons. That's really what I want more than anything. Oh, I'm sorry if it scrolled by in the chat. Did we ever put a guess of what stream number am I going to be on when I complete A Realm Reborn? $1,492. Are you saying I'm playing slow? That's... I think I'm doing great. Hey, Pepper Jedi. Heading to work. Thanks for dropping in. I'm pretty sure you got a gift sub at the beginning of the stream, too. Which is pretty awesome. Yeah, we got Doritos on Lurk. We got Danny in here. Shara for mod. Pepper Jedi. Everyone meet everyone if you don't know. A lot of really cool people forming the backbone of my streaming. There we go. Oh, you're welcome. Well, Doritos is the one that dropped the gift subs in. Now, where am I going next? Looks like the upper decks. Your new monitor cable came in. That's great. Do not burn your house down. Electrical safety is very important. What do I get? A hat? I get a hat? Guess I can't wear the hat yet. All right, see you soon. Okay, so I'm looking for something right here. Okay. And do I want gloves? Yes, I want gloves. And now going to the Blacksmith and Armorers Guild. They don't have a teleport. You've been cautious about your PC. Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a fire extinguisher in your place, then maybe being close by would actually save your house. You know? Sometimes seconds matter, and sometimes milliseconds matter. Water on your computer? Oh. I'm gonna have to assume at this point that you're messing with me. There's no way that you actually mean that. What does Gem Shine do? Oh no. Okay, I need to look at my abilities then. How do I do that? Actions and traits. Okay, channel the energies of your active elemental attunement to attack your enemy. I'll have to try that out. I don't actually know. So what do I do now? Airship. Have to go to the airship landing. Well, that was a nice introduction to Limsa Lominsa. And I'm pretty sure we're going to enter cutscene territory again. Oh, there was no cutscene this time. And now we're in Gridania. Now we're going upstairs. We're gonna finally get to pick up a healing class, because I know for a fact this is where White Mage is found. Very exciting. 6 minutes until ads. If I could add a species. Probably something with demon horns and red skin. But with options for light blue, purple, and sickly green. And it would definitely wield a double-ended staff. Like a sword on both sides. Like Darth Maul's lightsaber. And it could go stealth. I will learn how to work my wood. I mean the forest wood. Not that kind of stream, everybody. Not even in the slightest. It's carpentry, Shara. Bunny girls that can wear hats. Oh, you can mod this game? I had no idea. Is it hard to do that? I guess I probably shouldn't do that at all because I stream the game. So you have a mod that allows your bunny girls to wear hats. Oh, I need to bow. I almost hit to blow kiss because I saw the B, the O, the W. That would be a very different relationship with Annalie. Oh, it's the very first. I'm pointing at it. You can't type when you're playing controller, Shara. It breaks the immersion. You're odd. I don't like this Annalie character. We don't need to know her. Now they want me to dance for this person that just called me odd. This is how anxiety is started, everybody. This is not the right kind of mission for me. Well, now are you happy, Nicolia? Alright, mission complete. Can't go in that way. A fish species would be nice. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe it's because I'm tired, but my brain is not understanding that comment. I love the localization in this game so much. Are you talking about the variety of different places in the world? I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Oh yeah, they have doors that are blocked by wood, so many unuseful doors in this game. In my original playthrough, somewhere there's a clip, probably on Twitch, of me just running smack into a door because I thought it was gonna open. Completely broke my immersion. I'm gonna go all the way this way just to get that aetheryte crystal, the Ethernet. Oh, I got a message. I will respond. Oh. Well, that didn't go where I wanted it to go. I'm going to pick up archery here, I believe, if I remember. Yes, the Archers Guild. Sweet. Oh, where's this person? Ah, camera. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Yeah, it's probably also a translation. Oh, the way they translated the text. Got it. Thank you, Danny. I should have known that now. I just wasn't on the same wavelength for a second. I'm glad I asked because I would have just been confused for hours. One of the downsides of streaming at nighttime for me is that my day starts every day before 6 a.m. So my brain is done, and that's when I start playing games with all of you. I think I still hold it together pretty well, though. It's fine. All right, let's set up our archer. And now I can play archer. Archer is one of my favorite classes, actually. It becomes Bard, and I just really like the different songs and the different... just being ranged, but being able to do your moves on the go. I really like it. And now I need to go to Old Gridania. Oh, who'd have thought? Yeah, so that's a cool way to look at it, Danny. When I was in my PhD program, I realized that everything that I needed to do that mattered to me, I would have to do it at 5 a.m. because once you go to work and then you come home from work, you know, interstate both directions, so over 1 hour of driving to get to work. Work 8 o'clock to 5, 5:30, 6, get home at 7, 7:30. There's nowhere in there to play a video game or watch a movie or read a book or anything. So if there's a book I wanted to finish, wake up, read it at 5 a.m. If I needed to write pages for my dissertation, wake up, type them at 5 a.m. So I learned how to do that every day of the week, 7 days a week. And I did that for at least 18 months, maybe 20 months. And that's how I am now. I never stopped. And I don't regret it either. I think it's actually a really good superpower to be able to wake up in the morning and do stuff that matters to you. It's kind of a way to take control of your life, in a way, saying that I'm not just going to be what I do for work. I'm going to make the time to be me. That's how I see it. You should be working on commissions right now. Is it possible to do that kind of work while you're watching a stream? Kind of pair them together so that you can have part of the thing you enjoy, but also something productive? That's another strategy that I really use all the time. I'm constantly pairing work with things that are either fun or just something to make it feel less like work. This might sound silly, but it's, you know, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down for Mary Poppins. Psychologically, there's a lot of validity to that statement. Oh, you're playing before you go to bed at 5 a.m.? Oh, that's a very different... We're talking about two very different things now. Gonna be a leather worker now. Wow, he talks a lot. Randall, why do you talk so much? Because you're a receptionist. Probably have a terrible boss. You let them get to me without explaining our entire guild. How could you? You're fired. Wait, do you have to have with cause to fire someone in Eorzea? Or do you think their employment arrangements are much more reasonable? Level up without firing an arrow. All my sensible ideas about treating people right. But, you know, being a licensed mental health counselor, part of that is advocacy and being able to talk with people who form laws and regulations and explain who's getting dumped on by these laws and regulations. And then you just get cranky about the entire structure of adulthood, the entire structure of childhood, the entire structure of society. You just nitpick the whole thing. Ah, I must have offended Shara. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Doc is talking about societal change. One of the things that I really wish I could change, and I work on it a lot, is that I just wish video games were better understood from a mental health perspective. And this argument has been going on since the 1990s. In fact, I read a magazine article today where someone was commenting on an article that started in the early 90s. The early 90s! I was probably in about first or second grade. We still just judge activities. But then again, I'm talking about, you know, cognitive ability, flexibility, mental rotation, strategizing. What kind of strategizing have I really done this entire stream? I think it's a fair question, unfortunately. Because I'm not challenging myself in any way with this particular stream. It's like reading a book with a remote. Getting fired in Eorzea. Being chased out with a pitchfork. How would you read a book with a remote? How would you make this a challenge, though? I mean, I'm not gonna tape my thumbs down or anything if that's what you're saying. Oh, playing a video game is like reading a book with a controller. Get crazy in chat. Ah, leveling up again. I'm gonna go grab that Ethernet shard because I really need it. That's why I came up here. And what guild am I? The Lancers Guild. You had finished the vault? What is the vault? Is that the name of a dungeon? I'm not very good at the names of things. There's so many things in this game. Is that a dungeon or is it a raid? What's the final boss? Because I seriously don't remember. Oh, from Ishgard? So that's a 4-person? Raging Strikes. Okay, I need to set up my Lancer. And now I went from 3 jobs to 8. I have 8 right now. Oh, it's a cutscene that messed you up. I know what you're talking about. Well, glad you experienced that. So I need to teleport over to the Mikedo. Did I really not pick up? Oh my goodness. I didn't pick it up. Alright, now I'm going to run over there, pick up the Ethernet shard that I should have picked up 10 minutes ago. And now, Botanist Guild and Conjurer's Guild. Oh, she ran into the water. 12 minutes for ads. Thanks for sharing. So anyone that is subscribed, you don't have to worry about the ads. If you are not subscribed, you can switch over to YouTube if you want to avoid the ads, which is a tip that someone told me that they use all the time so that you don't have to miss out on the content. I couldn't believe that I never thought of that, but, you know, obviously, if you're on Twitch and you prefer Twitch, I want you to stay on Twitch. It's just some people have more life hacks than others. They want you to do 3 minutes every hour, and then they're breaking it into 5 or 6 chunks. It's not very user-friendly. And I am sorry for that. There is not exactly anything I can do. Yeah, it is obnoxious. That's another one of the reasons why I really do hope one day soon, in the next year, in the next 300 days, I really do hope that I'm able to remember when Justin.tv didn't have ads. I really do hope that I am able to achieve YouTube monetization. That's my big goal. I don't think Twitch partner is going to be something that this channel is going to get. And it's because of the average. Not with that attitude, yeah, but it just seems completely out of reach. But I appreciate all of you because you keep me going, and I'm so glad we get to hang out like this and play Final Fantasy, and I share a little bit about self-esteem and going on the gamer's journey, being our best versions of ourselves, finding little hints about what that is in the games we play and how we play them. That's what I'm here for. That's my favorite thing to do. With all the things I've had to learn to do the work I do, is just encourage people with the things they're passionate about. You know, when I have a college student who's struggling with their college algebra or their statistics class, but they're just killing it in Elden Ring. Getting good grades is nice, and you should aim for that, but what's more of a what gives you the better description of who that person is? They're an excellent Elden Ring player, or they're not very good at math. And I just feel like there's so much more opportunity to discover who they are and what's interesting about them by focusing on, like, yeah, Elden Ring, okay, strategy, you know, like hardcore execution, thinking outside the box. Because you can study information. even YouTube is like watching television. Is it? Oh, well, I get a different vibe from YouTube than I do from Twitch. I really do. But that might just be me. I might be imagining it because that's what I want to see. Had to think about that for a second. Tomorrow night is the last practicum session of the semester, and none of Lisa's clients want her to leave. Yeah! Go, Lisa. She's got that customer satisfaction score. When your grandma calls, asks what you're doing, you're like, oh, nothing. She's like, you're just sitting there staring at a wall? Her playing a video game is basically the same thing as that, but with more health concerns. Boredom is potentially more dangerous than the cognitive activity of playing a video game. I mean, you gotta take care of your nutrition and your sleep cycle and all kinds of stuff, but that's something you do just by being alive. You gotta pay attention to body, mind, spirit, kind of a thing. I think people that play video games to the point where you forget those things, the fact that you're forgetting those things is a sign that you haven't quite figured out what your purpose is going to be in a way that you're happy with. So you're avoiding it either because it's not interesting to you or you don't think that you can do it. Timing's not right. So much of who we become comes down to understanding what purpose is and being able to find our purpose. Because if staring at a wall is done as part of a Buddhist practice for meditation, people admire it. Right? So let's not pretend staring at a wall is always a bad thing. She'll never understand you and Sir Amaric. Oh, that's wonderful. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Think back through all the mythological stories that we learn about in literature and English courses. These are not usually real people that existed, and yet we can admire them. We can get excited by them. We can feel attracted to the mental image we have of them. And this is true whether it's a myth that's been converted into a poem or other form of oral tradition, to where we read it as a collected work or a book like the Odyssey and the Iliad, or all kinds of different stories. Beowulf, for example, you might have that mental image of Angelina Jolie being the creature in the cave that tricks Beowulf. Well, the reason they picked Angelina Jolie is for that CGI movie when they were trying to figure out, can we do CG movies this way? I don't know if anyone saw that, but I think the choice of her is like always that character has been designed to be envisioned as an attractive source of fictional imagination. And so now we don't use our imagination anymore. We literally use our eyes to watch a movie, a show, or play a game. Like, I don't have to imagine that I'm standing in a garden right now with 5 different colors of flowers surrounding me. I just see it. The colors were chosen by Square Enix, and put there. It's not my imagination. So, you know, when we say, you know, Sir Aymeric or Y'shtola or Minfilia or Thancred is, you know, someone that we have a attraction to as a video game character, people who don't play video games might think that's appalling, but they've forgotten the entire point of fiction and literature and mythology and, you know, just the struggle of stories that teach us about the balance between good and evil and ask us to see ourselves as the hero. Video games ask us to be the hero, unless you're playing as the villain, but then deliberately you're playing as a heroic villain. They're just twisted around and doing lawful evil or chaotic evil instead of lawful good or chaotic good. But because it's a video game, it can't have as much value as mythology, religion, but it can. Alright, funny irrelevant story. I would do something I called a meditation nap where I'd get exhausted and lay down. Not really awake or asleep. To the doctor a few weeks ago, and apparently it's anemia. I'm glad you're fine, Danny. Anemia has some things that you need to balance and become more aware of, and you can treat it and go back to normal living. Quality of life is so important. Never played as a true villain, even if you set out to do so. My original Star Wars The Old Republic character was a purely Dark 5 Sith sorcerer. I killed everyone I could kill. It was all about power and asserting dominance, and then I changed. I actually took him all the way to Light 5, and that's where I stayed. And that's where he's at. All of that fine print just to become a botanist. Oh, I wonder if you're gonna enjoy the change of having the right amount of iron in your blood. Double the Final Fantasy XIV. So you're playing 14 hours a day, so that means you're going to start playing 28 hours a day. Congrats. Wait. Who needs sleep? Iron Fantasy. I don't know. How was that rant about valuing stories and that it's okay to feel strong attachments to fictional characters? I think that was pretty solid. Yeah. We're all on the same page here. My dream is that someday that won't be as hard an idea for people to wrap their head around, and that somehow I'll have played a part in why that has changed. That's really the number one thing I want. It's why I do the things I do, is I just want that to change. Whoops. You were extremely depressed after watching The Vault and avoided family so you wouldn't have to explain why. Yeah. But think about how powerful that is for the storytelling in a game like this. You know? People actually lose their family members every day. And it's terrifying. It's terrible. It's devastating. And just to be able to feel an emotion that strong from something that's fiction, it really speaks to the power of the human mind. And it helps us to understand other people. As silly as it sounds, you shouldn't open your mouth and say to someone who has lost their spouse, I understand how that feels because of what happens to such and such character. You know, that's not cool, that's not thoughtful, that's not empathy or sympathy, that's... You have to read the room. But if you understand that pain better, you might say the right things. You might support them. You might say, I'm here to listen. I'm changing the order of my classes so that they reflect what I plan to do a little bit better. Okay, so Thaumaturge is number 1. Conjurer's going to be number 2. Gladiator, Pugilist. Archer's going to be number 5. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Well, Lancer's going to be number 8. You hope for saying less stupid things to make me feel sad about a fake man who I've spent maybe a full hour with. Listen, people that we've never met but are important to society, public figures, they can die out of nowhere from tragedy and make us feel powerful emotions as well, and our life continues mostly unchanged. The only thing that's different is whose face is on the TV and what people talk about, and talking about them like when they were alive or what they do right now because they currently are alive. So, mentally speaking, fictional people and people who are just famous but we will never meet. Thank you for hanging out, Pepper Jedi. I really appreciate you. It was great hanging out with you tonight. Have a good shift at work. But the pain of a public figure being taken from us and the pain of a fictional character being taken from us from a brain science perspective is very similar to the same thing. The thing that's different is actual interaction with the person. Yeah. Might be entering cutscene territory here.
So you are the Ul'dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kan-E-Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
That's all of this scene that is voiced for real? What was the point of that? I typed it first. But they stopped talking, so I'm back. Yeah, I think they are done well in this game. They just blend in, the Elysian. I hardly even recognize that they're a different species or a race. Different race half the time. I think Kan-E-Senna is a really cool character. I wish we got more of her. Yeah, that's a good point. Their ears do stick out perpendicular. Kind of like Yoda. Yeah, that's why ears are shaped the way they are, to maximize a species' ability to hear in a way that suits their survival. Call of the Sea. Gotta go to Lominsa. Ah, 600 gil. Your character doesn't have ears at all? Because of your hat mod? Is that why? I want to get a little bit sentimental here. Ara, okay. I want to get sentimental here and just shout out to all of you that are watching. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel. It has been a long time since I looked at the view counter on Streamlabs and it said 10 for a solid period of time. So everyone that's here, thank you so much. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, everyone that's watching, thanks. That's such a cool sign of us being consistent and making content, sticking with a game, finding a format that works, and also talking with all of you about the psychology of games. I really have poured my heart out on a couple topics tonight. I hope you were here and caught that. If you didn't, the VODs will be there. If you're going to watch the VOD, please pick YouTube so we get that watch time up. Going for partner on YouTube mostly. Man, there's so many times when I doubt myself and I don't think that we're going to grow and I don't think people are going to come. And just the last couple weeks creating this character, starting over from the beginning of the game, and meeting new people, it's just been so much fun. Thank you for coming to the stream. I doomed myself. The view count went under 10. As soon as I was saying all that nice stuff. Ah, this streamer's sappy and likes his community. To hell with him. I'm kidding. Everyone can watch whoever they want. Hey, there are a lot of people, a lot of preferences. Can't keep track of it all. Boom! Level 25. That robe doesn't even help me. What the heck? I don't get it. It does help me. What? Item level 15. Okay, so the stats are better, but this one's item level is better. Ugh. Hey, Marcus, coming in with the raid. Welcome, welcome. Hope you can hear me and you're not doing all the, like, sound shuffle. Hey, Marcus, welcome. Thanks for bringing in the raiders. Super cool. Oh, what's our... Is it just SO? There we go. Playing Destiny 2. How'd Destiny 2 go? No, it's all good. It was fun. Awesome. You're not mentally deficient to me, Shara. Picking up all the missions, doing all the classes, experiencing all the fun in Eorzea. That's what we're doing on this playthrough. And if you can see on the screen, I have Thaumaturge up to level 25, but I have some other classes going pretty strong too for the early game. Gonna play it all. It's probably pirates. I need to open up the journal and tag that mission. I'm super happy that I was able to see you come in and do the stream, the raid. Do the stream. Really good. Good to hang out. So if you have anyone here that doesn't know me, I'm Dr. Gameology. I write and research a lot of psychology and video games content, both scientific publications, but also book chapters, and I've been streaming for years. I did my first research study back in 2016, and I was able to show how different personality types play Star Wars: The Old Republic in different and unique ways. There we go. Found the right emote for this mission. You know, one of the things that I think we overlook a lot is how much reading we do when we choose to play a video game. Even if you skip the dialogue and you're reading a couple sentences of each screen, you're reading so much. And a lot of us probably kick ourselves and lower our self-esteem and feel bad. Because like, oh, I wish I read more. We read all the time. It's built into the activity. Yeah, delivering letters to people. That's a big one. That's why I picked this class, is I really wanted to fulfill my dream of playing the Postal Service Wizard. Cry in front of a crowd of merchants. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Man, I gotta be honest, all of my sentimental, powerful, moving life lesson messages, I wish I could do another one for the Raiders to give you an idea what I'm all about. But I just finished a couple really big ideas right before that raid. So now you're hanging out with mentally exhausted Dr. Gameology. C'est la vie. But if you aren't already, please consider hitting follow for the channel on Twitch, hopping over to YouTube, hitting subscribe over there. YouTube is actually where my main content is these days. A lot of people find my live streams through Twitch, but I'm creating a video series that's all about geek therapy for gamers. And the next video I'm planning to make is going to be about self-esteem lessons that we learn from RPG games. So I'm super excited about that one. I'm on the fence right now about whether it's going to be about several RPG games or just Baldur's Gate 3. I'm kind of leaning towards making it all about Baldur's Gate 3. Because that also opens up to do same video concept, but remix it for different games over and over and over again forever. Because there's so many RPGs. Oh, I have to travel. And why do you think that they will not get you a date, sir? I feel like I could take that and argue with it. All right, hear me out. So many games now, they're like conversation simulators. Think about it. Star Wars: The Old Republic, Mass Effect, Persona 5, Baldur's Gate 3. They're all about being able to pay attention to who a person is and learn how to say the right things to pique their curiosity or support them, show sympathy, help them become better at something. Be caring, be interested. You know if you tell someone off, you're going to be rolling for initiative to start a battle. You know if you say certain things a certain way at the right time, they might want to spend time with you. You might have a scene where you go on a date. You might have a scene where you hold hands, hug, or kiss, or more. Video games actually show us a lot about the science of conversation. Well, in life situations, choosing an evil option, especially deliberately, is supposed to carry a consequence to deter people from making that choice. Encourage pro-social behavior instead of anti-social behavior. The problem is when you get away with evil choices. The or more quests are all over Baldur's Gate 3, apparently. Oh, also they added jiggle physics for male genitalia in Baldur's Gate this week, in case anybody was feeling like that was lacking. Although I will say that I've played the game about maybe 20 hours on this playthrough, and I have not gotten any conversations to the point where there's any scenes like that at all. So I think that the romance options require dedication and prolonged playtime, which is probably a good lesson for us on the topic that we're on, which is my mod saying video games will not get you a date. I would also argue that if you are trying to date people that do not like video games and you love them, that's not a good fit anyway, and you're better off not having a date than getting sucked into a relationship that's going to make you incredibly unhappy in the long term. You don't have to have the same interests, but you shouldn't try to match up and pair with someone who dislikes or loathes your interests on principle. Why is it not appropriate for Twitch chat? Just clean up the language and share. That's what we're doing here. This is the content. This is like the closest. This is the closest I've felt to being alive on a stream in probably months. So let's go. That would be fun. We need the Dead or Alive physics engine added to Final Fantasy XIV. That's what the universe needs. That's what will make us feel like Endwalker really was the end of the story. Oh, well, now you're making me feel like my Twitch chat is sucky or something. From a teenage boy's standpoint, if there's some girl that you really like, just think she's absolutely the most gorgeous creature that ever walked the face of the earth. The back and forth, if you read this from a linear direction, is amazing. Whether she likes video games is not going to come into the equation. You're just looking to get laid. Well, yeah, that's because you're a stupid teenager and haven't learned that relationships are about other things. That's just one element of what relationships are actually about. You have to learn that lesson somewhere, and hopefully you can learn that lesson when you're still in a teen kind of range, because if you get married, have several kids, and get divorced, and that's what it takes for you to learn that message, then financially you're still tied to that decision for the rest of your children's life. That's my point, is if you are playing a video game and can learn ideas like that. For example, I learned some of this by trying to do the romance plot for Bastila Shan and Cartho Nassi in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The idea of what you say in conversations with people determines what kind of relationship this is going to be. Platonic or potentially romantic. Now, was I good at talking to girls as a teenager? No, absolutely not. I was incredibly introverted and socially immature. But you're having to understand why missions and quests advance the way that they do, because you're trying to master a video game. So whether it makes sense to you completely while you're playing it and you're 17 years old, or you become a 27-year-old 10 years later and you realize, oh, this is actually one of the places where I think they'll get them to see virtual. Okay. Virtual boobs. Yes, a lot of video games is summed up by those stupid decisions. And it's fun and it's escapist entertainment, and you still should be paying attention to having a good moral stance when you're playing video games. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I had a very sad counseling abuse case once that was tied to someone playing a video game in a certain way with certain decisions and not making the right choices involving other people. Well, I don't know what happened to the audio, but hopefully it's okay. I guess you could try to refresh. Punches them. Did it come back? I hope it comes back. That would be really sad if that's how this stream ends. But I don't know. My microphone's still recording a line. Well, that is sad. I'm having to wrap up the stream in a few minutes anyway. I don't want to die, so I'm going to have to defeat this Rothlit Pelican. Okay, so I know you probably can't hear me, but this is the end of the stream anyway. I'm gonna type, I'm wrapping up. Sorry about whatever happened there. But let's go ahead and get to an inn room. Thanks, everybody. Very good stream. Thank you for coming out and supporting the channel. Just fireball. That's all I pressed. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Sorry about the sound.